Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I have a mandate from God people to bring about the greatest prosperity period that this world have ever seen. And the way that I do it is by creating a millionaire. My topic for today, people, is to work diligently on developing yourself. I say it as such, people, because to me, I believe that, first of all, the goal is for everyone to have an amazing life. Now, obviously, that's different for everyone, but there is some similarities. Similarities in the sense that there's three main areas, I believe, in everyone's life. Number one is your finances, which my mandate from God is to create a millionaire. So it's like, why not you? Therefore, I believe that everyone under the sound of my voice is a millionaire in the spirit. You just have to work on developing yourself to manifest that in your life. Number two is I truly believe that for everyone that exists, I believe that everyone deserves to find the person of their dream, a companion, a life partner per se, somebody that you can really truly love and somebody that truly loves you and you can share this world with. Because believe me, sharing life with someone you love is a big difference. You know what I mean? It makes life awesome. So with that being said, I believe that everyone should be married to somebody that that they really love and passionately care for. And number three, people, is that I understand that I don't care how wealth the person have or whatever they got going on. If you have poor health, then it's useless. Therefore, I always pray for everyone to have, amazing health and is in the best shape of their lives. So those are the three main components of lives that I believe that everyone, if they focus on those three areas, will ultimately get them to the point where they're experiencing their amazing life on this earth. Now, how do you get to the point where you're experiencing all three of those to the best of your ability? My belief and what I know to be true is that, people, you must develop yourself. I don't care where a person started. It's never where you start, man. It's where you're going and being intentionally focusing on where you're going. Now, as far as development of yourself, I've already listed some resources here. Udemy.com. Also put on there the Edway app, which is one I use every single day, where I read a minimum of 1+ book a day. Or listen, I should say. I don't really read them as much. I listen to them mostly while I'm driving. But it's the same thing, people. It's feed your mind with the knowledge that you crave in those different moments of times, because you have different areas that you need to develop. So I want you to look at your self-development holistically and just realize that there's so many compartments to you that you need to develop and evolve in. Now, one of the most natural way, though, that you could develop yourself, people, is by making sense, man, of the things that you see, that you hear, that you experience. Is I want you to start making sense of your life. You know what I'm saying? And that's more internal. That's you being more just aware of what you're doing and how you're being. That way, once you are aware of what you're doing, then you can really put some thought to it, trying to make sense of it. Like, why do you do the things you do? Or why do you say certain things? Why do you behave a certain way in certain instances? Like, try to make sense of what you're doing. And what happened is, this off of the fact that you're aware of how you're being, it's going to give you the space really to really be able to not only see it, but it will allow you to be able to edit or maneuver or see areas that you can change. So you got books you can read, you got courses you could take. I mean, there's unlimited access of information. That's the one thing that's amazing about this era that we're in. It's just a matter of you just really focusing on only taking in the information that's relevant to what you're looking to learn in that moment of time. Because you got to be careful too, because it's like it's not just getting information or taking on this abundance of knowledge. Is what I've realized is that specialized knowledge is what you want, people. You don't want general knowledge, just a bunch of useless information or a bunch of information that you can't organize to use to your benefit right now. Where I look at specialized knowledge is that as you learn and you receive these information, you're going to organize them in a manner that will allow you to really be able to maximize its effectiveness as you apply it. You know what I'm saying? That's what your self-development looks like, man, is that as you gain this knowledge, whether it's from books or courses, is that you're going to start practicing organizing this information and applying it, people. Apply. I believe that every single day that you go out here, you should be looking at it as practice. This is you practicing living your amazing life. And the cool thing is that the more you practice living your amazing life, it becomes your amazing life, because ultimately at some point you don't realize it when it happens, but you stop practicing and you're just simply existently being your amazing you. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, you can experience your amazing life, So I want you to be intentional about that, people. I want you to really be aware of who you're being and what you're doing right now. And I want you to not judge yourself too or beat yourself up about your from where you are to where you're going. I want you to really be humble, man, and just realize that, listen, it's okay wherever you're starting at. I don't care if it says 0, man. 0 to 100, who cares where you at in the spectrum? Just realize that what wins in the end, people, is not how much you do at one time. It's consistently, I say this real quick just to really illustrate this point. They did like a little drop of water on a rock just to see, how it shaped it. Now, obviously, if you pour a whole bucket of water on that rock, nothing's really going to happen. The rock just get wet and it's done. But you know that if you have a little drop that drops consistently all day long, every single day, what eventually happens is that it actually digs into the rocks and reshape the rock. You know what I'm saying? Over time. So what I always win, people, is not how much of what you do, but is how consistent are you. I want you to consistently practice on improving your life, people, by developing yourself, man. Realize that that's your biggest objective out here. That's your biggest task as far as action, is really focusing on taking actions that will lead to you developing yourself. Because the difference between you experiencing the amazing life is you learning how to become the amazing you, and you're practicing doing that every single day until you don't need till it becomes as natural as breathing. You don't practice breathing, you don't think about breathing. So how awesome is it for you to just be existing and being the amazing you? That's what I see and know will happen for you, people. I want you to work on that every single day so you can accomplish this amazing life for yourself. With that being said, people, my affirmation over your life, number 1, I believe that you are a millionaire. Number 2, I am grateful now that you are married to the person of your dreams. Number 3, I am grateful now that you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life, people. I also pray that the Spirit of God that resides inside of you, man, will really continue to inspire and motivate and guide and shape you into really being the amazing human being that I know that you're more than capable of being. I pray for nothing but abundance and blessings all over your life, people. With that being said, y'all have an amazing day, and we'll talk tomorrow.